Yes, everyone, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm joined by Trev and Jay, and we are going to reminisce about when we were a good football team by watching some of the key moments from the 1999 season where we was the greatest football team the world has ever seen. Let's do it. Up first, we've got January 24th, Manchester United against Liverpool in the FA Cup. Let's have it.
Was you at this game?
Mate, every game, bro.
Where was you sitting here for this? I'm in the K stand.
I was in the academy stand.
3 minutes it took for them to take the lead.
Yeah.
Owen.
I know.
Ugh.
United legend
last night. I'm talking about last night. It was on Sky Premiership years, and they were highlighting different players.
Underrated.
You know what I mean?
1, Beckham's crossing. 2, well, that wasn't very good. Dwight Yorke, mega underrated.
Check this now. Go on, Dwight.
No, but do you know what?
Look at that for a cross.
Boom!
Who clears it? It had to be
Big time, Charlie.
I mean,
yeah, but you know what? to quote him, you'd have done better.
In's there, man. I used to love Pollins when he was
I love Collins.
I did.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Yeah,
No.
Mate, he was all action.
He was.
All action.
Everyone
Pollins.
hates on him now.
Do you remember against Montpellier when he cut his leg?
That's what I mean.
Warrior.
Mate, he was an absolute 8 out of 10 every game.
I won't say the story where I dislike him. I don't. No.
I mean, obviously, you know, everyone hates him now. Keane away.
Roy Keane.
This is when I thought, yeah, this ain't happening.
Love Keane.
This ain't our day.
Love Keane.
Where was you, sir?
I was near the tunnel.
It was
That's where we had the academy stand.
We was new tunnel as well by then, weren't we? When was the old tunnel?
Look at the pose. Look at that.
This is what I
What's
mean.
Giggs it? Hey!
When you think this isn't going to be our day.
What's the midfield there? I've seen Beckham, Keane. Scholes plays in this, I'm sure he does.
I think he does, you know.
Isn't it Scholes for the equaliser?
There you go, little.
Oh, no.
Yes!
Mate. Cole to Yorke.
Cole to Yorke.
How many times have we seen that one?
Dwight Yorke
Yes,
from about 11 inches out.
Goal line technology probably would have given
it.
that goal if he'd have left it a little split second later.
Can I stay at them shots? I'm sure it's Scholes' turn. In my head, I'm thinking there's a Scholes' turn for the winner in the box.
I think you're right.
Don't Solskjaer score the winner though?
Yeah, it's like literally like when it last kick of the game almost.
93rd minute, something like that.
Oh, mate, do you know what?
That defined the season, didn't it?
This is it. This is what got us going, I think.
See, look how high the line is though.
I know.
That was what it's all about. And then we pump into
but
a
remember,
channel.
but it's all about having the personnel, isn't it?
Into a channel. Yeah,
There
that
you
turn
go,
for
there you
Scholes.
go.
Ollie just takes it off him.
Yes.
That was it, wasn't it? This is the start of the run.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's
We didn't
it.
lose again,
That's
did
it.
we?
Didn't
No.
lose. This is
No.
it. You're right, mate.
Bang.
We
start there.
unbeaten in the league. Went through every game.
How old
in
are
the
you
cups.
this point?
Mr. Freeze there.
I'm 19.
Nice,
You're 19.
Just turned
Look at
19.
that one
Go on.
Ha!
Oh, poor Scousers
How
are
old are you,
crying.
Trev?
Old.
I'm 15.
15. It's
15.
not too far behind me.
Next up, we've got on the list, we've got that iconic FA Cup semi-final replay. Manchester United against Arsenal. The significance of this game cannot be overstated. Arsenal, I think at the time, on for a double.
Yeah.
United on for a treble, which wasn't talked about. It shouldn't have even got to a replay. Can we start with that? It shouldn't have even got to a replay. Dwight Yorke does that little run around.
Yeah, the gigs.
Oh no, it's Dwight Yorke offside.
Yeah.
Giggs' run around.
But what the line
Ridiculous.
said was he didn't think he was going to get to the ball. That's why he was late with his flag.
He didn't think.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's interesting you say that about they were on for the double and they won the double the year before. People go on about City and Liverpool, this rivalry we've got now.
Nothing.
For 9 years, we
Was
were
us.
the only 2 teams that won the Premier League.
Yeah,
It was
correct.
Arsenal and United.
Yeah, yeah.
And we did, 5 doubles between us during that time?
Yeah.
They were a good side. There was a good
Yeah.
side. You got. That's what pushed us to greatness, was them being such a great side as well.
You couldn't,
Yeah, absolutely.
couldn't get away with it, could you? You know, in Newcastle, you get away with it a bit, couldn't you, when we were going up against them?
Well, we were a good side in the Premiership,
we didn't
but then winning the Champions League excelled you then to another level. And that's when it all really kicked on, didn't it, from then?
This is it.
You know what I mean? We did become...
Jesper Blomqvist's involvement in a treble season as well.
Yeah.
Because if he hadn't have been at a club, Giggs would have come back earlier from injury, probably got re-injured because his hamstrings was paper thin, weren't they? I think
That's
at the
right,
time.
that's right.
And that's why he's on the bench.
See,
This
this is
is-
the
this
thing
is
people
quality,
get
this.
about squad players. Jesper Blomqvist played like 40 games that season, didn't he? Including the final. Played his part.
Played his part.
This game.
There's
had
some
everything,
mint
though.
moments in this.
game.
This
Can we just say, David Beckham's involvement in all of these key moments, this goal that he scores in this game
What's this
is
now?
just, it's unbelievable. This is an unbelievable goal, but for what Giggs does later. Look at this. Gadoosh. Come on, man.
Wow. It's the side. It's
That's
the
a
inside of the
match-winning
side
goal.
netting as well, man.
Look
From
at-
that distance.
I loved him. When you're watching this team, you didn't realise.
Do you think, I know it sounds crackers, but do you think in many ways he's a little bit underrated?
He's massively underrated.
Because people seem to dismiss how good he was as a player.
He was the best player in the world in 99,
also,
and I will
think,
fight anyone who says otherwise.
I think what you've got to also understand is, like, you know what I mean, the uniqueness that him and Neville established on that right-hand side. Because without him, listen, let's not kid ourselves. Neville's not a legend. For me, he was an ultimate professional. He worked hard to get where he was, and when he did that, he was consistent, and so obviously his later years. But that would not have been feasible without having Beckham in front of him, who worked his socks off.
Neville went downhill very fast once Becks went.
Yeah.
He also had Ronaldo in front of him, which probably didn't help.
Well, there you go. Because you need that, don't you? You need that rapport. You need that, the two of you who are a team. Do you know what I mean?
That one, was it deflected Bergkamp's goal?
See, that's why going on to this team now, right? This is what, for me, I don't understand, right? For young Delot, who is the best right back we've got in the club, so he's not playing, and then get that. I don't want. Well, should I know? Anyway, get Young in front of him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rather than the other way round. But when you had Beckham and
oh my God,
I know.
Schmeichel.
When you had Beckham and Neville together as a pair, there was no one beating that pair.
No. Look at them, they're still celebrating about 5 minutes after the flag's gone up.
That's all right. Let them do it.
Arsenal fans going around.
Look at Vieira. Look at.
Keane gets sent off as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, Keane does. Yeah.
This is an unbelievable game of football.
Disallowed goals, red cards,
penalties.
What is it? Is it off?
World class goals.
Oh, he's well off.
Oh, I mean, he's off there.
He's well off.
VAR would have given him that off.
No.
No, I mean, it would have been off.
You him off, yeah.
It was a good call out.
Phil Neville's tackle's abysmal though. Here we go, Roy Keane off. Fuming.
Just throws his armband there on the floor there. Someone can pick that
Doesn't he volley the gate as he goes through and all?
Love him though, love him.
into the crowd there.
Love him, mate.
Yeah.
Love him.
Here now though, you think this is it, innit? It's over.
Yeah, you think he's gone, yeah.
Lost Keane against this Arsenal team.
Over Mars.
You can't even argue with it. He absolutely mullers him.
It's over Mars, isn't it?
Is it? This is Phil Neville. Just
penalty.
backs off.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
It's not even an attempt at a tackle, Philip.
No, but you see, this is what I don't get. Even now in today's game, why are these defenders backing off?
Look at his face as well,
get him to the 18-yard box and you can't do anything about it.
Guilty.
Let him make a decision. He's either going to check you one, he's going to pass it outside the box.
Oh, hello.
Do you know what I mean?
It's Ray Parlour. Not Messi, is it?
It's funny, I seen an interview with him a few weeks ago. We were talking about with Phil Neville. He said, "What do you think he was doing there?" He went, "I had no idea." I just knew. He said
Bergkamp on Schmeichel.
He said what he was scared of going back into the changing room and Phil and Keane having to go with him. Get in,
Schmeichel. Right over, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right over. It's in the corner.
Get in.
The fact as well, he's not having any of the celebrations.
But look, from a standing position, you know. If you look at his feet, His feet are set. Is it a nice height though? It's a nice height, but you don't, in the context of the game.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not knocking.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh, what are you doing now?
It's so end to end, isn't it? Gary thinking, dive in.
Probably not. Leave it, Gary. Look again, look.
Bergkamp again as well because he parried it away.
He's done himself in it. Remember that?
I'm panicking here now, thinking this is it.
Time, man. He's playing for time, mate. Playing for time. Tactics. What's his stuff?
Vieira. What's that? What is that? It's a brilliant ball to
right
Giggs.
There now. That's where we was. Right there online just after that.
Can I just ask you, does David Seaman need investigating for match fixing? Because watch this.
For match fixing,
If he stands up, it hits him in the chest.
I know, but you know that's a power,
is he doing?
Man. But it's a power, man. You know what it's like? I hate to say it, but it's like things of the week, innit? When Aguero scores from that ridiculous angle.
Yeah.
And the power, man, just bang before you even know it's gone, innit?
And plus, he's half.
Right there we were, right there, man.
Imagine the memes.
We couldn't even get over, man. We couldn't even get over. There's about 25 of them trying to get on the pitch. We couldn't get on.
You don't have to
We're getting
lie.
back. No, I was there, mate. I would, you know what I mean? But
there you are.
Couldn't. Mate, I'll tell you what it was. See with the guy here?
Yeah.
Just there, now, right there, because it was that deep. Yeah. We're on level with that D.
He controls one of these with the studs under his foot as well.
Bang, bang, bang. Just going boom!
Honestly, why does he dive backwards?
Yeah,
the worst goalkeeper
I've seen him trying to make it look spectacular.
Look at the form of him there, look at the form of him there, look at him there, look at there,
Watch him, look how low he is.
Oh.
He stands up, he saves it.
I can't believe it.
I mean, I don't want to take anything away from probably one of the greatest goals I've ever seen.
Well, the best FA Cup semi-final goal you ever seen.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Do you know what? There's an interview with Fergie after this where I think they're trying to get him to say, It's all about the treble, innit? And he goes, nah, good blow up in my face tomorrow. What an awesome quote.
That's it. Do you know what? I remember Wenger after this game said that Ryan Giggs got some lucky rebounds.
Yeah, right, okay.
He said he's got.
He
Yeah,
might-
lucky.
There's that kid. It's good. I don't care. Who cares?
Some top 90s jumpers in that
Oh,
crowd.
proper mate. Hey,
They don't make clobber like that anymore.
you two weren't allowed out then. You had to watch it on telly. We were fashion setters there, mate. We were trendsetters there, mate. Big woolly jumpers.
Yeah, banning orders left, right.
Stone Island.
Yeah, blatantly.
Stone Island, mate.
He was straight on that vid.
Look at look.
There you go.
Look at it. Oh, look.
Did you have to wear a t-shirt that said Trev, though, Trev?
Look at unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable.
What an absolute...
Unbelievable,
Had
man.
everything that.
We used to go everywhere, you know. We used to go every game, man. With it. It was unbelievable.
Next up, we have got possibly one of the greatest comebacks that's ever... Do you know what it is? Balls. One of the greatest comebacks we've ever seen in Champions League history. For context, it's hard to really explain how good Juventus were at this time. They were peak Barcelona levels good. We're talking Edgar Davids, Filippo Inzaghi, Conte with air. We're talking
Yeah, with
Zidane, and just what an unbelievable footballing team this is. Alan Boksic, what a nightmare he was.
Hey,
This is a serious, serious football team, and we go 2-0 down at the Del Alpi, where nobody wins.
No.
No, it's over, isn't it? It was hard enough after the first leg when we drew 1-1 at Old Trafford. You thought we were up against it.
Check Zidane, look at Zidane's ball.
Del
there.
Piero!
Look.
Inzaghi there.
Unbelievable team, this. That's it.
I love Gary Neville looking around going, where's Bex?
It is inside about 20 minutes with 2-0 down.
2-0 down, yeah.
It was quick.
But look at Seedorf's movement. David's
Davids
movement.
He was unbelievable here. That Stam gets rolled. Oh, deflection.
You think that's it now?
Think.
Done in it.
I was watching this at
down.
my mates in Ashton, and I was just like...
I walked to my mates, ran to my mates, and missed these 2 goals. Got to mates with 2 goals.
Ronnie Johnson, well underrated.
Yeah, very much
Really
so.
underrated. That was our ball player in that defence.
Weird, you might sort of slips under the radar a bit, Ronnie Johnson. Don't know when everyone talks about it.
Quality.
This is a
Come on, Cole, you
performance,
legend.
eh?
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane with a captain's goal.
Doesn't break a
Look like-
fucking smile. Look
Don't
at
they
him.
just carry on, right? Come on, yeah, we're
Sorry.
only one. Because it's only one. It's only one.
What they've not shown here is that he's just been booked.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're not showing that on the highlights, because it's Welke.
He's going. It's only one. It's only one.
Nah, this
this is where he gets.
He gets booked. I think there's...
Scholes goes in,
later
doesn't
on. Scholes is later on. Don't Scholes come on later on and get booked straight away?
I can't remember.
But check Zidane though. Left and
Scholes'
right
head
foot, look,
goes. Oh, that's so key.
Clearing off the line there.
Scholes' head kind of goes when he gets.
Yeah.
But Keane just kind of goes, okay.
Yeah, and what? Job to do. Best performance I've ever seen.
So that's a great ball,
by
that
United
Neville.
player, that. Keane's
Look at
mark
that,
on this
look.
one.
Look at that.
Yes.
I swear to God. I fucking love Dwight Yorke.
Ledge.
Have you ever seen anyone as happy playing football in
No.
your life as Dwight Yorke?
No.
He's underrated as well, really.
This is it, man. We're on.
You okay?
Oh, the post.
Oh, mate.
This is the immortal
This
commentary
is
line though, at
flipping
the end of
it.
this.
Flipping it.
Yeah.
When Andy Cole scores. Stammer clearing it.
Oh, yep.
Oh my
Offside.
God. Can you imagine though?
Inzaghi, look at his face. Look at him
Born
now.
offside,
Acting-
Inzaghi.
Acting shots there, man. He's well offside.
What Scholes here? Look at outside.
Look how
the right
high
foot.
we are as a line though.
Outside the right foot.
That's Irwin, isn't it?
Love
Yeah.
him. Dennis, man. Gentleman.
Oh,
Look at that.
hit
Look
the
at
post
that. Look
again.
at that. On the side.
Side netting.
Mate. Ledge.
Left foot,
I haven't
right
seen him
foot,
probably have
mate, I
about
would
2
say.
bad games ever.
I know.
Ever.
I couldn't
Most
name him.
consistent player.
I couldn't name him.
Mate, unbelievable.
I tell you what as well, what a football knowledge as well.
Yeah, very, very
I was
good.
talking about my lad's team and the league he plays in, East Manchester Football League. He was like, oh,
Is this
What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?
Oh,
I was
What's this,
screaming
look?
for a penalty
Oh!
there.
So they've gone for a
And
penalty
then-
back, but the referee great advantage.
full steam ahead, Barcelona!
But look, the referee did excellent there, you know,
Oh,
Yeah.
because he's let it go on.
Yeah.
yeah, imagine we missed the pen.
That wouldn't have happened today. They would have pulled it.
I mean, that's a foul, possibly. This is definitely a foul.
Look, bang.
And then Cole, I mean, that's
Look.
an angle to do that as well.
You know
He
what I mean?
nearly
Look
hits
at
the
that
post
post.
with it.
Kolovich.
Oh, Albert the
Boom.
Kitman getting right in the mix there.
Mate.
This is, you believed.
Did you?
After
What
this,
one
you
you
was
got?
like,
This is it. This is where you start.
I think we're a good team, you know.
Mate, within 10
This
days,
is actually
man,
gonna happen.
bang. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You go, I think we're actually a pretty good team.
But that, like you say,
But you can
that
imagine-
Juventus team was amazing.
It was the best team in the world.
Yeah, there's no. This isn't like a team that's fading or a team that's not what it used to be or is got some weak points. That was an outstanding team.
That was the
Roy
boys.
Keane bossed that.
When you
midfield.
see it, I mean, but you got to remember as well, working there as well. Can you imagine what the atmosphere was like? It was like the hype. Do you know what I mean? Everybody was on a buzz. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, we're doing this, we're going here. You cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. And remember, back in the day then, any finals, you know, any semis, club took you.
Yeah.
Junior coach right through. Take you. It was unbelievable. What we had, the camaraderie, the team spirit, the cohesion, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, mate. And then we're going to Barcelona. He's going to work next day. We're going to Barcelona. We're going to Barcelona.
Hard life, isn't it?
And you know what? And the thing is, because my son was 18, you know what I mean? It's May 25th of May. It's 18. It's like, what am I going to do? Bang. So there it was.
18th birthday.
18th birthday, right? And we had 3 flags. We had 3 flags, right? We had 1 out of 1. 1 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Ain't bad. 3 out of 3. And every time we won, bang. And one of the kids was called, well, he was like commissioner. He worked in the museum, Roy, and he was Sir Matt's sort of like driver back in the day.
What a job.
Sort of like a driver type minder, you know what I mean, sort of thing. He was one back in the day, but they were close mates. And if you go in the museum now, there's a picture of Sir Matt and Roy. It's an oil painting. I think it's in the International Suite at the thing, shaking hands. And he was a top man. And he was probably about then, when we went to Barcelona, probably about 80.
Yeah.
And he was 3 rows in front of us. And it was us, we were all there. Culks was with us, Mark Wilson, Jonathan Greening, you know what I mean? Like, and Roy, old fellas watching the game, when we scored, we'd be like, oh, we're fucking throwing it. Well, then he realised it's 80, oh shit! You know what I mean? Sort of thing. Mate, it was great. What a lovely, lovely man. I mean, tragically, like you say, he died probably about, oh my God, 7 or 8 years later, something like that, you know what I mean? But he was a top man. But it was just surreal to be there. Do you know what I mean? And again, my son, it's like, when people say, where was you when United won? I was there. For your 18th birthday, no big occasion, is there?
Shares birthday we went, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable.
yeah,
Yeah. But it was really weird. But we had the banner right, and it was on. We had telly. It was on telly 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
When the FA Cup was like 2 out of 3, and then obviously we gone 3 out of 3. It was just like, because you're thinking, no, one's all right, innit? 2's all right, but then thinking, there's a chance, but is there? But just to be there, mate, unbelievable, mate.
I thought I was going to go on forever, that.
And then we won't talk.
Yeah.
I can't talk about the players after part anyway, but that was a great occasion. But no, unbelievable, mate.
Wes
Fantastic.
Brown says that's the first time he never went home. It was the 99 final, yeah. This is the first time he never went home. I was like, what, still? Not been home yet?
20 years later.
There's
Not been home.
a few times he's not been home since then, but don't talk about that, Wes.
Anyway,
Top
it's
man.
time for the final game of the Premier League season, and it's still all to play for. United don't do the business. We don't win the league. It was 3 cup finals, and the first was against Spurs at Old Trafford. Let's see how it went down.
To be fair to Spurs
thing
as well, they didn't roll over. Because everyone's like, oh, the Spurs won't turn up because
They haven't read the script, had they?
No.
And what kills about this one, right? What's about this is that for this game, as a coach, you have to do other duties. So I have to look after the ball boys on match days, and I'm at the tunnel. I'm under Fergie at this game.
There's middle tunnel.
Look at that finish
Yeah.
Les Ferdinand there.
He was a good player.
He
He
was,
was.
wasn't he? He was-
Underrated, mate. Total underrated.
He was a beast.
Total underrated, mate.
Mint in the air.
Yeah.
Well, he's mint full stop, but especially in the air.
Look at that there, completed cross.
What's this?
Last time
Now
we've seen that at
Scholes,
Old
look.
Trafford.
What a great strike. Good
Scholes
save.
delivered it.
Look, 2, you know,
Scholes from 3
2.
yard out, nothing.
2.
Beckham put this right in the joint.
But then we're thinking
I
this.
remember there was a header from Beckham, I think, after this where I thought... It's
And we're
gonna be one
thinking
of
they're not
them
going to be one of them days.
He
Yeah,
headed
yeah.
it over from about 4 yards out and I thought, no.
Well, yeah, these here, you're thinking one of them days, aren't you? Look how many chances we'd had. Look at that turn from Yorke.
I think this might be
That's a pen
this
as
might
well.
be the Beckham header.
Look,
That's what I'm
you know,
thinking now.
I know.
It's going to be
But
one of them days.
everyone's like that.
The commitment in him.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
get him on the floor rolling about there. Shut up.
Here we go. Beckham's in space. Give it in.
Check this out.
Give it in.
Check this.
Give it in.
Great ball.
Touch.
What's this?
Right in the joint.
Oh,
come on, man.
You see the bend on it? You see the bend on it though?
You can't get there.
No.
Hey,
It's
Put
like
a mountain in there. He's not saving that.
what's the bend? What's the bend on the air now? It's going right down his throat, you know, and it just goes. Woof.
Oh, mate.
Watch. See it better from this angle. See it.
Oh, mate.
It's so in the joint.
It is,
So-
isn't it? It is.
That touch. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's how you win a league, Andy Cole.
Man.
Come on.
Coley.
What's he doing touching that there?
This is what frustrates
Stop
me, you
it.
know what I mean? It's not fair because, again, you don't get the accolades that he should get.
It was great as well for him to do it because
Yeah.
of like, the West Ham final day.
But
and
not
all
only that, but not only that, if you take,
the credit
he was never a
deserves
penalty
now.
taker, and Shearer was. So you take 70 penalties off Shearer's total.
Do you remember?
Coley's the leading goal scorer.
I think United We Stand at the time did a comparison of stats. It's probably the first time I ever remember seeing like someone doing stats. And they looked at the chance conversion of Andy Cole and the chance conversion of Shearer, and then the penalties that Shearer got,
Exactly.
and there was nothing in it.
Exactly, mate.
He only played about 12 games for England, didn't he? Andy Cole.
Was it even that?
Never been that, mate.
Ridiculous.
But
Ridiculous.
the worst one,
Right
the
now, we have
worst
about
one.
80 caps.
What the worst one
This
was
coming summer.
when they took Heskey. Heskey's not scored all season. Coley scored about 20 goals, and they take Heskey to the World Cup and leave. Are you having a laugh?
Don't get me started on that one.
One down, 2 to go. Next up, FA Cup final, Newcastle at Wembley. The easiest of the three to do, surely.
Yeah, mate, it's a great times, man. You know, the best. Very lucky, very honoured to have worked there. Do you know what I mean? And done it, and because obviously 2 careers. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not acting, I'm coaching. When I'm not coaching, I'm acting. You know what I mean? So it was unbelievable, and the lads you meet, and we're still good friends now. A lot of them. I mean, like, obviously Jesse was the last one because known Jesse since he was 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Like,
I can imagine him with Torag at 6.
well, you know what? To be fair, you know, he wasn't. He's always been a lovely kid in terms of, because obviously, you know, his granddad was integral to getting him where he was. Plus Roy as well, his dad. You know what I mean? But his granddad took him everywhere, mate. He's everywhere with him, and you know, we used to go to his house in Warrington and stuff like that. But I always remember taking a mickey out of Roy because Roy's gone at 7. Trevor needs to get him an agent. Shut up, you fool. Get him an agent. He's 7. I said, what's he going to get sponsored in? Dummies or something. What? You know what I mean? We used to have proper banter. I said, right, don't worry, wait a few years and then we'll see where it goes at, you know what I mean? Obviously, the rest is history.
The quality of this, by the way, isn't great. But we know the game
Straight
anyway.
fucking off of VHS.
Aye.
Roy Keane injured inside, 3-4 minutes?
3-4 minutes, yeah.
Teddy
Mate,
Sheringham.
and he's not playing in the Champions League final as well. How gutted would you be?
Ledge, Teddy Sheringham, all legend, man.
Well, I think Teddy ends up getting man of the match in this, actually.
Once you go there, gets your leg trapped there, gets your leg trapped.
It's bad as well because Nicky Butt wasn't playing, was he?
No.
Because he
No,
rested
they
him.
saved him for the final, hadn't they? Because
See,
obviously you knew
I remember being a
Keane.
bit worried here. No Keane, no Butt. It was like,
Look at that turn, Coley.
Didn't
There.
need
Look at that.
no.
The touch on him there, Teddy Sheringham, though, this is
I
ridiculous.
know, he is close.
And then,
But you know what I love about that? If you see, because Scholes, he fakes it. Jody fails, and then it's a weighted pass.
the weight on the
You know what I
ball's
mean? He just
perfect.
bang and puts it in. Straight for him.
You know, like Teddy Sheringham barely played all season. Comes in the last few games.
Yeah, ledge.
Squad.
FA Cup final.
Yeah,
Champions League final.
Yeah, because, but it's that driving. You got to understand with them players in that era. It's about driving, determination, and what you had. You know, of course, he was on good books, but money wasn't a factor. Do you know what I mean? Money wasn't a factor.
I was glad for him as well because he had a bit of a point.
But look,
to prove,
that's the
didn't
weight. Look at that weighted pass there
Doesn't take a touch.
on the
Just hits
plate.
it.
On the plate.
Just turns and hits it.
Check him here. Check.
I mean, he
This
does well
this
to
is a better
lay it
angle.
off to him.
Look, he fakes it. Look, so he fakes it.
The way of that pass, perfect.
Well, whoever the centre half is there.
Well, you think he's going to shoot?
shooting, doesn't
You think he's going to shoot?
He
He
jumps
fakes
away,
it.
doesn't
Look, he fakes it. Look, it's great.
Meg the keeper. to
Now
finish
that's
it.
what's world class. This is what kills me about. So about certain players now. What we got in our squad. You sort of Scholes there. 4 out of 5 games, world class. 9 out of 10. That's world class.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we've been spoiled. Don't get me wrong, but that's what you base it on.
See Gary Neville, a fullback completing a cross. You see that? On the right-hand side.
Hey, handball.
Just quality all over the pitch, mate. Wherever you look
Mate,
at.
And on the
Do you know what
bench.
I mean? I know.
Formidable
Isn't it?
side.
You're just looking at him thinking, he's mint, he's mint.
Yorke's on the
He's
bench
gifted, he's
today.
special.
Check this out. Check out this. Look. Ooh.
Dear.
We've got Solskjaer, Cole, Sheringham,
Yorke.
all playing in this match now.
Didn't have a chance with Newcastle.
No, he did, but basically, no. But what he did is, what we got to remember when Coley come to us, we made him a better footballer because he had that within, that ability.
Yeah.
But Newcastle didn't play him to them strengths because he was quick. Beardsley would always play the ball in front of him so he'd run onto things. But when he comes to United, you saw what Coley could do in terms of his technical ability.
I think
he was very
gifted
for
changing his play as well.
He doesn't get enough credit for that.
He adapted
He doesn't.
His link-up play was fantastic by the end.
You know, let me say a daft story, right? So, like, for the kids' clinic, right, again. So we've just signed Coley for 8 million, right, on the Wednesday, right? The kids' clinic goes out on the Thursday. You've got him, he's at the Cliff, remember, based at the Cliff. They brought Coley over. I've got to do a session with Andy Cole, our most expensive signing, £8 million, a volleying session. I'm like, are you serious or what? It's like, now at that time, because Coley, I love him, we are good mates. But if you don't know him, because he's quite shy, people,
he comes across quite cold.
People, yeah, he comes across cold. People think he's precocious, but he's not. So remember, I'm the first time I'm meeting him, I'm like, oh, Andy, are you all right? Yeah. So this is what we're going to do today. I'm talking about volleying. Right, okay. I'm thinking, and you're like, yeah, I'm trying hard, and you're saving balls and you're volleying them left, right, and centre, thinking, oh, what do we coach here? You know what I mean? £8 million striker. What do you know what I mean? But as it was, we turned out to, we become close. You know what I mean? Like even till today, he's a top kid, but fantastic. And the ability when you watch him on the training ground, when you watch him on the pitch, his touch, his brain to say things. He never got that credit at Newcastle because they just played him one. The format for him was just like Beardsley get the ball, play it in front of him, run on and score.
Or poach it in the box.
Yeah, but look, you see what he can do. His technical ability was tremendous. Do you know what I mean? It's just fantastic. You know, with Danny Webber, exceptional striker. You know what I mean? And it was a shame for him because like Coley got sold and Reid was there and Danny was the next one on in the pecking order really in the line, but they went out and bought. But there were some great kids when they coming through it, but they used to emulate, you know, could they say plagiarism is the best compliment. So like even normal players you'll see them, they'll do a step over because Ronaldo's done it or so-and-so's done it. You see young kids doing it. And when you had a team like this and the quality that was in it, you would have they'd do it.
It's not just the quality about him as well, it's the vibe about him.
Yeah.
Like this team made you want to go and have a kick about. This team made you want to do what they were doing. Because
great
they
ball,
looked like they enjoyed it.
But it's not that. But you see, the unfortunate thing about it, we were talking about it, right? You broached it there. It's about the management. It's about the leadership. But if you look at today's game, the average tenure of a manager is 15, 18 months. Yeah. The longevity thing you can't establish. People go about Fergie, about this and that, and about the discipline. In today's game, that wouldn't happen because the longevity. The more you're there, the more the manager, the more you can impose your own things. Managers can't do that now. They can't do it unless you're successful. If you look at Eddie Howe, Eddie Howe's the longest serving manager in the Premier League. So you look at now. So if you're a top player and I'm the manager, they used to call me Coach Carter, the kids, because that's how I was fair but fair because you're at Man United and this is it. If you don't want to be it, don't take the piss, go. And a lot of that came from Fergie. You used to watch Fergie. We meant that. We learned a lot of him was junior coaches of how he was. If I give you a bollocking today, where are you going? To him, your agent. I want him here if he's shouting at me. Fergie's days, and then the next minute he's done some, well done Howson, brilliant son, and that's how you do it. Yeah. Not just blowing smoke at your ass all the time. But there is
Snides are not on a backbone.
Do you know what I mean? And that's it today. There is no, we've replaced everybody but Roy Keane in terms of leadership. Who's telling any of our players when they screw up, do this, no,
Ashley Young, that's my fucking whole point. He's the worst retainer of the ball in the pitch. How could there was something in one of the last few games? I think it might have actually been the Barcelona game. Fred did something. You go, I was a bit daft. Who's the standard bearer? Who's the standard keeper on that team that can go, oi, fucking keep hold of it? Ashley Young can't because he turns around and goes to him. You're the worst footballer this club's ever seen, mate.
What did we say, Pedro?
Jay.
But Pedro said so about the same thing. I said,
well,
he said about them now. They need experienced to tell them what to do. Who? There ain't no one. Ashley Young's a joke. Ashley Young, prerequisite of being a skipper, is that he runs 50 metres and argues with the referee. I think that's what's being a captain's about. No, mate. No, it's not.
Where's the other leaders? This is my point.
There isn't any.
Where are they?
There isn't any because you know why? Because there's too many egos.
You think experience got lots of games, but what's that meant to really mean? It's meant to really mean decision making. You know when to do the right thing.
I always hoped that Chris Smalling would fit that mould, but it didn't happen. No, I did. I hoped that he would kick on. You know, like when he started.
His decision making. He's gone vegan.
When he started, potentially he looked like a player. He was.
No,
No,
and now he's on an advert
right.
for Don't Eat Crayons.
But it is right. It's like the fact, at the end of the day, when you're a good skipper, right, you bollock him when you do shit and you praise him when you do well. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. It's not science. It's not, you know what I mean? Nothing difficult about it. If you can't say to a man, look at your options, think about it next time. Listen, that's all well, Howson, you're getting the ball and beating 3 players, but there's no end product.
Yeah.
So maybe next time, if you beat 2, have a look.
Yeah.
Have a look and see what's what.
Well, you don't know what impact that had on Ronaldo. People go, Roy Keane would have done this, Roy Keane would have done that. Roy Keane played with instant gigs when they were dancing,
Listen.
right? And he did nothing. Roy Keane played with fucking Beckham when he was having silly haircuts. He did nothing.
Listen.
Why? Because they were still quality footballers.
Yeah.
That's the top and bottom.
When we won the league, right, when all the big guns were out, Keane was out, Giggsy was out, Bex was out. In the centre midfield was Veron and Neville, or Veron and Butt. We won the league, but 2000 and, what was it, 3?
Yeah.
With 4 games to go, right? Keane comes back next to Veron, his bottle went. Now, if you speak to Giggsy and Scholes and you ask him who was the best midfield player you played with outside Scholes, they all say Veron.
Oh, it was mint. He was
Right.
I can't even remember how excited I was when we
Listen,
said
exactly. I remember watching the game, and the first time I've ever seen a player send the crowd the wrong way. He's gone for a crowd, he's gone like that, and everyone's gone. And it's gone Mate, Veron was unbelievable. But his nemesis was Keane, unfortunately. He was scared to death. And that
Well,
was
he was a bit of Keane and a bit of Scholes as a player.
Yeah.
So and we tried to play him with Keane and with Scholes. He didn't really have a job.
Do you know what I mean? But I think if he was just one of them who had the love. But that's not Keane's thing. That's not Keane's style. No. He's going in hard and that's a stick.
It was
do you know
weird,
what I mean?
because Veron, he was so good in Europe. He was so good.
Mate.
And then the Premier League, even
And it's a shame, obviously, he goes to Chelsea and
He had a really good game.
He got robbed,
There's
didn't
a couple of derbies where he fucking mullered people, and you're like, yes, lads.
Ability-wise, everything about him, really.
Yeah, well, then we had. We used to call him the assassin. Fallen, shoot on sight. There's another one, 50 yards. Give him half of that, boom. You're going, oh, here we go, here we go. And then he goes to Liverpool, becomes a legend, scores 2.
Thank you. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Like I was saying, it still gets his name sung
Do you
today.
remember we played a qualifier? I think it was like 2003 or something like that. We had a Champions League qualifier for some reason. We played like Gujardan or something something bananas like that. At the time, Lloyd's Bar used to do a pound a cocktail or a pound a shot.
Right.
I ended up getting so drunk that I don't even remember getting to the ground.
Yeah.
And I woke up thinking Fallon had scored for us. And he was in the middle of his like 30, 40, 50 game
my
run of
favourite
not
one of that
scoring.
one though was when he went to take a penalty when we were 2-0 up to break his duck. His Scholes, he scored in the second one. And Roy Keane stops him. He'd gone 20 odd games without a goal. He scored a penalty eventually. But Roy Keane was like, no, the game's not safe yet, you're not doing that. Like literally took the ball off him in front of everyone and give it to Rude. You're like, I thought this guy's going to go.
But you can imagine it now though. It won't happen because the two up their own arses.
Now they'd be passing no one.
Two up their own arses, mate.
You know what I mean?
Look at that set though. Look at that
Left
set,
foot as
Teddy.
well. Left foot
What do
there.
you reckon, lads? Best team you've ever seen?
99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the 2018 does run it really,
But
really,
like
really,
you've just said there, Howson, the bench. I'm looking at the bench.
But it's
You see
everything,
like
it's something there.
Henning and Solskjaer and Sheringham.
But it's a
Butt,
drive.
Nicky Butt not getting a game.
It's your drive, it's your desire, it's your commitment, it's your willingness that you want to play for each other, that you're doing it for the badge. You're going to create history. It's all that. It's all that. You know what I mean?
and half a dozen academy players.
That's what I mean. It's just everything about this team is just amazing.
What's he doing?
Schmeichel doing there.
You see,
Who's off the line? That's David May off the line, I think.
amazing, yeah.
We're watching it on about 240p. For anyone who's going, what are you on about?
This is like
Why don't you know who it was?
this is like proper.
It's not 4K, lads.
It is David May, isn't
I'm just about to tell he's blonde.
Hey. This is what you want when you're 2-0 down, innit? Hey.
Dwight Yorke
coming
Just
off.
like, oh my
European
God.
Golden Boot
You're scared, aren't
1999. Yeah.
Look at Nick as a fan. I love it behind the scene. Look at him. I love him. I love all that, me. When you see him, don't you give it all that? What about that? Just go for a tangent. The game the other night. Was it Derby and
Sunderland. Was it Sunderland? No, Sunderland.
Oh, was it Sunderland? Was it when the guy kicks and the guy goes over his stop? But you see the fan go like that. And I'm thinking, what? Surely they've got to pull him, haven't they?
I think so.
You can't be doing that.
But I love it if he would have gone.
Bad that.
Proper.
Should have cancelled Adam.
I was there then as well.
Was that?
Mate.
Matthew Simmons.
Mate.
He
Eric.
got battered, didn't he, Matthew Simmons? I'm going back.
I think he's
Battered?
still
Loads of
getting.
United fans
I
were
think
United,
he's
weren't they?
still getting a
Mate, still
smile.
getting battered, mate.
Yeah.
You know,
When he walked back up the stairs,
we know
everyone was like,
we know the
piling in
catalyst for that. They had the right back called Wright, Richard Wright. He was he.
No, Shaw.
Shaw, sorry.
Shaw, yeah.
He instigated
Shaw,
that.
Richard Shaw, yeah,
Richard
yeah.
Shaw, he instigated it.
That's who Smalling's copied his hairdo on, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, he copied him off. What do you call it? What's he called? Remember that?
Jason Lee.
Jason, yeah.
Got a pineapple
Pineapple his head.
Shocking.
But you know what? I met him right. I met him
that poor
about.
bastard, didn't they?
Well, I met him about 6 years ago. You know,
Who,
we had a
Jason
charity
Lee?
game. Yeah, and he's doing a lot. Do you know Mike McKenzie, don't you?
I think I know.
Remember, Mike's a legend. Mike. I used to play football a lot. And he's doing a charity game, and he's brought a load of kids from London into Manchester. Must have been playing.
Yapstam's coming on. They've just brought him Dwight Yorke, now Yapstam's coming on.
But-
Mate, I'm feigning injury. I'm going home. Forget.
And he brought him
Rage
down.
quit an FA Cup final.
Jason Lee. You know, I'm going. And Mike said, "Oh, Trevor, this is Jason. You know me, Jason Lee." And I'm like looking at him. I went, "Oh yeah, you used to have the pineapple on your head, didn't you?" He just get on there.
Like that.
He just get one of them. Yeah. I went, mate, it's only a bit of
That's
banter, mate.
all everyone remembers about your entire professional
It's only a bit of
career.
banter,
You played
mate.
at the top level in the Premier League, and all anyone remembers is you had a pineapple head in.
Football
Because he was
banter.
shit, though. He was shit.
Jason Lee, yeah, I don't think he was getting any title inside that side.
Good gigs there. Well should have passed it.
I know. Well, look at that.
Oh,
Sheringham there,
See,
little dink there.
look at Dink there, man. Look at Dink.
This is what I mean. You're taking a piss in the FA Cup final. You're just messing about with half your Reddies
Dink.
playing.
Well, look, check this.
Hey,
What's this?
let's just have a laugh.
What's this? Look at the technique.
Like
Look at the
4
technique.
defenders haven't got a pot of glue on.
Oh, mate.
Even the keeper's just like, oh, I'm going to be on telly.
Mate. You wouldn't have blamed Newcastle here for time wasting.
What you need to do is, you know your work experience.
Just get this over
You know
with.
your work experience interns, lads. You need to sit down with him for an afternoon
Yeah.
and show them what we,
Yeah.
you know, the teams we produced back in the days there.
People don't
Not
know
now, raving about this man and that man.
And there we go. That's it.
Pass the
FA
ball
Cup
5
is in the
yards.
bag. 2 out of 3.
Get Jimmy Ryan there.
3 cup finals to go. And
I'll tell you who's
left.
the top man. Raymond Van der
der
Hau. Oh, mate, ledge.
So I mean,
Ledge.
again.
Being a reserve goalkeeper is
Ledge.
the best job in the world. Isn't it?
Ledge.
Literally the best job in the world.
Depends.
Ledge.
On it.
Sometimes the keeper goes down, you go.
I know. Big
Taking
dunk,
off
look at
the
big
other
dunk
bit.
there.
I've got to get up.
Ledge. It's like now, if De Gea goes, I don't think we don't need to go and buy another keeper. We've got one ready made.
I don't know, you know.
Oh, come on, man. Well, you show me a bad example of when he's played bad then.
Wolves.
Well, one game. And who's
I
got
can
in
show you
front of
about
him?
10 from De Gea this year. If
Yeah,
you
alright.
get
Who's
into
got in
that.
front of him?
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, Romero's alright, yeah. I think he's alright, yeah.
You can't blame him. That was
I
a
just
team
don't know.
selection.
I don't know.
Team selection, I'm blaming team selection on
Alright,
that.
fair
man.
enough. I just don't know if that's.
He's
the right
Argentina's
answer.
number one.
I give it.
He's never let us down.
What's even funnier is they're going, listen, you need to move or we're not going to be able to pick you. And he's like, yeah.
What are you on about? So you're going to bring in, no, he's going to say, oh yeah, we'll bring back Dean Henderson.
No,
Yes, you are.
no,
Because he's had a top
too
season
young,
in the
he's
Championship.
Too young, Gal, he's too young.
Hold on a minute. Right, so when I was at the club, that used to be the thing, right? The remit was you never ever got a young keeper. 25, 26, 27, 28, right? All of a sudden then we get De Gea, 1921. We're throwing him in. So why are you saying can't throw him in? He's too
Henderson's
young.
won 2 back-to-back player of the years as well.
Mate,
It's a step up, though, isn't
if
it?
you're good enough, you're old enough.
I just don't know if this
Oh,
is the. This
mate.
is
You know what you're
Succeeding
about?
Goalkeeper,
days.
it's goalkeeper.
Succeeding days. He'd been playing at, where was it, Atletico Madrid now?
19, 20.
I don't know, man.
Are you saying Atletico Madrid are better than Sheffield United?
Oh, obviously not. Do you know what I mean?
And
It's a bit
Shrewsbury.
of an ass to Dean Anderson to
You're not
bring
giving
him
him a
into this
chance.
shit
So
show
what?
And throw him in. You think
you know what?
Dean Henderson.
I think
I'm
he's
not saying,
mental.
I'm saying Romario's our keeper. Forget Dean
Romario?
Henderson.
That little Brazilian fella.
Romario.
I'm putting Brazilian strikers in
Wait a
goal.
minute, why not? He's in his 50s
for starters.
playing right back. We got young playing right back. It can
That's
be
a good
done.
point. Yeah, get Romario in there.
Ajax, Culver. Let them all play different positions.
Romario's in goal.
Anyway, it's the Champions League final, the big one. It's at the new camp. It's on Sir Matt Busby's 100th birthday.
Yeah.
Fate, everything is going our way. The only thing we're a little bit worried about is that we haven't got Roy Keane and we haven't got Paul Scholes. That's a bit of a nightmare. So we're going to play, I think, Ryan Giggs and Nicky Butt centre mid, Beckham on the right, and Blomqvist. It might have been Giggs on the right, actually, with Beckham in the middle with Butt. But anyway, it's
Giggs on the
Blomqvist,
right.
Giggs.
Beckham, but
There you go.
Oh, there you go. It's on screen. And there you go. Schmeichel captain for his last ever game because he's retiring. But then he came back and played for City. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Better than that. Look at that bench.
Wes Brown, Greening.
No, alright.
Quality.
Green.
Quality.
Solskjaer, Wes Brown, Sheringham. Come on. Neville.
Wes Brown, 2 Champions Leagues.
Correct. Ledge.
Gig
Come
coming
on,
through the
Giggsy
middle
there.
there. We'll have a free
Bracing
kick, ref. Jesus.
Look at his foot.
Right.
That's a red that, you know, today.
Right on the back of the calf. Oh yeah, Kalina.
Oh, great. Look at that cheeky.
That's the bar, innit, though?
Again, though, they're just taking the piss. Shooting from.
Look at that
goal.
one.
I think they took the foot off the gas.
I think, yeah.
I think they took the foot off the
I think
gas.
because we
These
were
are
that
shit. No need to worry. Here we go. Blomqvist
Blomqvist
coming
come
on
off.
for Sheringham. What's
Yeah,
he going to
Ted,
do?
Come on now.
So
What's this
I
now?
remember this over a kick. Didn't work. Come off his shin, didn't
I
it?
think he gets subbed after this. I think he subs him after that.
That's enough football for you.
We just knew we weren't going anywhere, was it?
Corner from
You're
the right hand
thinking-
side. Sam gets his napper on it.
You think it's not going anywhere, man? But by then, that's we're ready with the banner. Then you know, we're ready with the banner. Me and my son. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Look at him here, in
This
again
is
in the box.
post, innit?
Look at this. What's his save here? Look, Schmeichel's done well there, man. Look at this. Look at that. Stretched there, mate.
I mean, that's all 6'4".
Like Inspector Gadget there. One of his legs just like his arm just like extended, didn't he?
How many shots did they have? I feel like there's 20 shots here that they've had.
Mate.
God, they absolutely hammered us. didn't
Look
they?
at that.
This is a post. Oh. Isn't there an overhead kick coming as well?
Check this out. Check this out. Oh, mate. Just put that in reverse back to Teddy and he's goal. The same.
Oh, touch there from Beckham and just absolutely mullers him.
Have a bit of that.
That's Mateus, isn't it?
I think that's probably the only tackle Bex has ever made in his career.
Thorsten Fink.
Good butty here. Oh, look.
He put it in the area.
He coming in there.
Solskjaer.
Here he is. Here he
Call
is
on
now.
for Solskjaer.
Gamble that.
Oh, hey, that the boom. Oof, great header.
It was a good header and a great save.
Great
from
save.
Khan, that as well.
Great, look at that.
It's perfect.
That's for the cameras.
Here we
that.
go, overhead kick
Look
off
at
the
that.
bar. How are we in this game, man?
Check it. Look,
They've
look.
absolutely bummed
Mullet,
us.
look at this. Look at this.
And again, Schmeichel's hands must be bleeding after this.
Oh.
It's going wide, that.
Here we go.
Check this. Ooh.
That's Solskjaer again. 2 shots in a couple of minutes. We definitely got back into the game in this last 5
Yeah,
minutes.
we changed it. Yeah.
We're in it more than I remember. I just remember us being like,
Shite.
yeah, basically.
Well, we got his foot round that.
Basler. This is the thing as well, because like, Basler was probably their best player on it.
But they made a load of subs, haven't they? Mateus is off, 90 minutes. Cross goes in.
Here we go.
Schmeichel's up. Giggs with a shot. Sheringham!
Hey.
At this moment, my dad goes.
But that was best though.
Extra
But that was,
time,
that was
I'm going for a
But
piss.
before that was great. But Bestie went. Bestie left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he left Bestie. Because that was all over.
Solskjaer has won it.
Unbelievable. And there, because remember it was Sepp Blatter. Sepp Blatter put their ribbons on it.
Yeah.
Put Bayern Munich's ribbons on it. Look at that, mate. Just unbelievable, mate. Just unbelievable.
All the Bayern Munich players.
Look at him, look, we're dead. You're dead, aren't you? You're dead. You've been mullered. They've hit the bar, they've hit the post. Look, there we all are, mate. Look. Ah, mate.
Absolutely, man.
Where were you then?
Me.
Yeah. Where did you watch it?
I watched it at my local with a load of me mates, and we was on the floor rolling around when Sheringham scored. I remember looking up and going, "Didn't Sheringham get the goal?" Because I thought it was a replay.
Yeah.
Because we were like 11.
Where were you, mate?
And then we realised
Was it a
we
beef
got
though?
the winner.
Was you?
Mate, yeah. We went after the FA Cup final. We went, and I'm at the airport in Mary at the King flag. So Granada reporters come. Are you going to the final? No.
But he did make the shapes when he scored.
I remember we were in a bar that erupted when Bayern scored.
Yeah.
And it wasn't with my mum and dad or anyone. It was just me and my mate, 15. We were drinking 30% beer. And we was like, do we celebrate if we score? Like, because it went mad when Munich scored, and then we scored. Fucking tables gone the lot.
Yeah.
And like, there was about another 200 people that went mad as well. And we were like, oh shit, there's loads of United fans in here, because it was deadly silent. You had no idea, did you?
Yeah.
Because it was that bad. And then we get the corner again. My mate goes, we're getting over here. And just stunned silence, and I don't remember the next 7 or 8 hours.
On a parade and everything.
still away.
Different class.
We were still away for it.
Different
Yeah. Still in a beef.
Absolutely.
Because it wasn't like the day after.
We was with me and Coco. Me and Coco were at
yeah.
Trafford Bar, yeah. Like walking all the way down, like, and with some flats. We were out on the lawn of these flats, you know what I mean? And
We was on the road sign. Me and my mate climbed up on the road sign. Level with the players. It was meant for all seals, mate. It was fucking great. But I remember, like I was saying to you before, Teddy Sheringham was at the front, proper game.
Yeah.
But Keane looked gutted. He was sat on the back of the bus, he looked gutted.
Says he didn't win it, didn't
Yeah, it was nonsense. Because he's probably
Legend,
more
mate.
playing than anyone that deserved it after that semi-final performance alone.
he? It's not just about the final, is it? That was a campaign.
yeah,
That was a campaign.
It was
and everybody who
exactly.
You're
played
not getting near that final without him in that semi-final.
No.
Are you mad?
But again, it's that driving desire and want.
Yeah.
And remember, not only had to perform for the team, for the club, he had to perform for Keno as well. Because at the end of the day, if you didn't, you're having it. It's like I've talked many times about him. I've talked about was when we got demolished against City at Old Trafford 6-1. Now, I'm not saying we wouldn't have lost 6-1 on that day, but we wouldn't have lost in that manner in Keane in the squad.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that. Even now, in any defeats that we have, it's not about.
I don't remember.
I think
any
United
heavy
fans.
defeats around that time.
I think United fans get upset about us getting beat, but for me, it's how we get beat. And although we lost games, but we never just capitulated. And I think there's far too many times now in the last couple of seasons where we just capitulated and resigned the fact is. I mean, to be fair, Jose, whether you like him or not, he brought a bit of that back at the start of the season. You know what I mean? And we were winning goals with two or 3 minutes to go. Do you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. But with Keno, there was always that drive because he'd always push you through that. He'd always demand more from you. And you don't stop. It's not an 89-minute game. It's a 90-minute game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
or plus. Bayern Munich should do well to remember. Anyway, that's it from us. Thank you guys for joining. From me, Trev and Jay.
Top one.
For more on the History Channel, we'll see you soon.